raided by the police, by the po-po. A bipartisan group of Colorado lawmakers trying to regulate the state's medical marijuana industry is calling on U.S. Attorney General Eric Holder to stop raids of medical marijuana operations, saying the raids are making it harder to create rules to keep tabs on the booming industry. They emailed Holder a letter Monday copying President Barack Obama and officials at the U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration. Tracy Schmalier, a Justice Department spokeswoman, said the department would review the letter but decline further comment. So I guess our lawmakers are trying to be cool with all this and have asked the high-up dudes to kind of back off because the raids have been kind of crazy, like the ones we saw with Chris Barkowitz, as it also talks about in this article. But Chris Barkowitz deserved to get raided because he had more than 3 times the amount he was legally supposed to.
As we've said so many times, he was just a complete idiot about putting it out there and bragging about
I'm going to make $400,000 tax-free in my basement in white suburbia where you can't find me, dude. Yeah, that guy was an idiot. Anyways, are we going to do another commercial? And then tools of the trade? Are we going to come back?
Yes, I believe so. So
you want to do that?
Yeah,
commercial time? Can we do that?
Commercial.
We'll go to a commercial.
I'm going to eat this fortune cookie.
Don't fade away. We'll be right back with more medicinalmarijuana.tv.
5280 Wellness is centrally located in Denver. We offer a growing variety of high-end strains, medibles, tinctures, smoking accessories, hash, and clones, now offering on-site massage therapy. Our friendly, knowledgeable, and compassionate staff will address each individual patient's needs, finding just the right meds for your condition. Make sure you're getting the care you deserve. 5280 Wellness, the mile-high alternative.
We are the faces of medical marijuana. Doctor's orders can help with cancer, arthritis, HIV, back pain, Crohn's disease, migraines, chronic pain, glaucoma, nausea, seizures, multiple sclerosis, and more. Doctor's Orders carries a huge selection of edibles, a healthy alternative to smoking cannabis. Be sure to check out our daily specials. Doctor's Orders is your neighborhood pharmacy, located at 5068 North Federal.
Could it help me with my cancer?
Could it help me with my MS symptoms?
If you're considering medical marijuana as an alternative solution to your condition, choose the safe and legal way. We're the Hemp and Cannabis Foundation, and we've helped over 100,000 patients nationwide obtain permits to legally possess, use, and grow medical marijuana. And we can help you. If you have questions, we have answers. Make the right decision. Call or visit our website today.
Well, I smoked some marijuana with some people I like, just like everybody does from the East Coast to the West. I didn't even notice the cop on the bike, didn't know I was about to be the 20 millionth marijuana arrest. Should have fought for marijuana law reform, should have gone to the web and typed in norm to the L.org, norm will drop the A.org, baby.
National Organization for the Reform of Marijuana Laws.
As with any medicine, there are right and wrong ways to make sure you're administered the correct amount in the correct manner for your particular condition. Marijuana is no different. Join us as we explore the pipes, peripherals, and products that allow pure pain alleviation in a segment we like to call the Tools of the Trade.
After I set the sound.
And welcome back to medicinalmarijuana.tv. This is our section, Tools of the Trade. We have a special guest with us this evening. David, how do you say your last name?
Cerullo. Holy mackerel, most Americans can't get that thing going.
We got it, right?
But I lived in Europe 10 years. I had to learn to do it because everybody... Switzerland. I worked in the Swiss watch industry for 10 years.
Wow.
In fact, I have 3 patents on this watch I'm wearing here.
Really?
It also says Cerullo on it.
That's awesome.
That's me. That's just something I did.
You know,
just something I did. I know, I've done some very interesting things.
Well, we'll talk about some of those interesting things hopefully tonight. First of all, what exactly is it that you do?
Well, I'm a paralegal, actually. I work as a freelance paralegal. I've worked for a lot of different law firms here in Denver. I used to speak at Fathers for Equal Rights, which actually wasn't a strictly fathers group. It was a parenting group for people with child support and parenting issues. There were a lot of women, a lot of grandparents came. And for 7 years, I was their Thursday night legal speaker. Cool. So in a way, I've always had a little bit of an activist thing. I mean, I even demonstrated against the Vietnam War. And, you know, in those days, we all had dinosaurs for pets. It was a while back.
No.
What?
It's a Dino.
Oh, sorry.
Like, front
Dino the dinosaur.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about Dino. Thank you for bringing that back. Well, well, obviously you're on Medicinal Marijuana TV. What is your connection or relation to medical marijuana?
Well, I've had some issues in my life. When you get to be my age, and strangely enough, most of my friends are my age too. We've all gotten older together, and we've all gotten sick together.
Well,
you know, the family who stays together gets sick together. I don't know what it is, but so we're all sick. Like I went through chemo twice.
Wow.
In 2002, 2004. The first batch I went through, and after 5 months, and this is shots and pills every day, I started having chest pains. It turned out the particular batch of interferon that I was on had a known side effect of causing heart damage. So they wound up having to take me off of it, and I had to wait 18 months till a new version came out that addressed that side effect. So I wound up like in chemo for like 4 years.
Wow.
Even though it was only the first one was supposed to be 9 months, was only 5. But the second one was 11 months.
What year was this going?
There's some good news. There's some good news. In February 2005, I took my last shots, pills, went and got my blood tested. I have been disease-free for 5 years as of last February. My hair grew back and everything.
Wow.
I'm a new man.
Now, were you using medical marijuana during this time?
I was. Obviously, the amendment had passed, but there wasn't a lot of talk about medical marijuana back in 2002, 2003.
Right.
But I was surprised. My very straight young woman doctor shocked me one day. She said, I'm going to write you a prescription for Marinol, I think it's called. Marinol?
Right, that's the THC pill.
Yeah. And I thought, wow, how enlightened of her. Because I was losing weight. I was nauseous a lot, and it was hard to eat.
Right.
And so I just, not that it would hurt me to lose some weight anyway, but I was losing weight, and she was saying, you have to keep your strength up for this chemo, because we're pumping a lot of very nasty drugs into your system, and you need to keep your strength up. So I was thinking this was really cool, but then when I left her office and I looked at the prescription, I said to myself, I'm not going to go fill this prescription because I'm afraid that my name will wind up on some FBI list or something. Even though Amendment 20 has passed in Colorado, there's a lot of federal drug laws and pharmaceutical laws, and who knows, what agency is requesting from pharmacies who gets prescriptions for
what?
For Marinol or whatever. I mean, if it had been for insulin, I wouldn't have worried. If it had been for OxyContin, I wouldn't have worried. And OxyContin, I mean, that kills people.
It's an opiate.
But I wouldn't have worried about it. But so I didn't go fill the prescription.
Okay.
I did my usual deal. I would just ask a bud, hey, can you get me some smoke? So.
And does that work? Did that work?
It worked very well. I mean, if I hadn't had marijuana to smoke, and I do smoke, I'm from the old days where we didn't have paraphernalia because we were afraid of going to prison for having a pipe or something. We were the ones who ate the roaches. We'd smoke the doob and eat the roach. And it did